Very few people understand that until very recently, um, world was very poor. What we need to explain is not so much poverty, because poverty was always with us. What we need to explain as scholars and researchers is why are we so wealthy today? Because until 1800, pretty much 90% of humanity lived on $2 per person per day. And today, globally, people live on about $40 per person per day. That's adjusted for inflation. So that's another trend, which is of interest.
So is that $2 adjusted for inflation?
Correct. So let me just repeat that. So $2 per person per day is the level that the World Bank, the IMF, and just about anybody in the world, the United Nations, we estimate absolute poverty at $2 per person per day. If you make much less than $2 per person per day, you are probably starving to death. So that $2 per person per day is the minimum. That's absolute poverty. That is really the boundary between surviving and seeing the next day, and being on the edge, having a 50-50 chance that you are not going to survive the next day. And 90% of humanity lived like that until about 1800. And then obviously, as a result of the Industrial Revolution, the West, Western Europe and North America took off, and then later other countries have caught up. And today, the global average, which is to say that somebody living in maybe a place like Malaysia, today global average is $40 per person per day, and that's adjusted for inflation. Yeah.
That is impressive. Okay. Wow. I didn't realize it was that bad. You said it just before the 1900?
This was in about 1800s. That would be $2 per person per day. Yeah. I mean.